coverage of high school volleyball. Tonight, a matchup in Class 4A from the Lake Conference. Number 1 team in the state, Wayzata, taking on St. Michael-Albertville. From STMA High School in St. Michael, John Jacobson along with Andy Gugasberg. And Andy, we saw Wayzata on TV against Champlin Park just 6 days ago. They took care of a very good Rebels team in 4 sets, and maybe not their cleanest volleyball of the season, and they still got it done.
Yeah, this Wayzata team plays at a different level. We talked about it before their match last Tuesday. They're playing at a level I haven't seen a high school team play in quite some time. Even when they're off, they're still able to get it done, and that's what good teams do. They don't always play perfect, but they find a way to grind out a win here and there, and they did it on Tuesday. They're looking for another one tonight.
They're 19-0 on the season. STMA comes in at 11-4. Very good team. They play in a different section than Wayzata. They're in 8-4A, and with a chance perhaps to get to the state tournament. Some talent definitely on the side of the Knights as well.
Yeah, Knights really getting themselves rolling right now. Being in October, we talked with the coach beforehand. She talked about these are the types of matches you want to play. Kind of expose who the players actually are, who's going to grind one out, who's your gamer that's going to go win a game for you down the stretch. Really good position for them to be in.
Let's look at our key players, starting with the Trojans. Avery Jesuit certainly has delivered some big swings all season and last week against Champlin Park.
Yeah, Jesuits really does it all. She's really come on. I've watched this team a bunch this year. She, in my opinion, is the most improved player on the court. Big, heavy arm on the outside, passes a good percentage of the court, and can be counted on out of the back row as well. She's the total package.
And for the Knights, Natalie Pilney, good middle player, and they'll attack from there.
Yeah, absolutely. You know she's good when she's a middle that leads the team in kills. At this level, at the big 4A schools, you have to rely on your outsides, but she's so dominant that they're able to adjust the offense and get her a bunch of sets in the middle. Should be exciting to see her.
And for St. Michael-Albertville, obviously want to get a win tonight, but they want to play well getting to the postseason. They've got Maple Grove and Champlin Park still left on their regular season schedule, so you test yourselves right and get ready for playoff time.
Yeah, absolutely. On top of that, they're hosting a monster tournament here this weekend. They'll get probably 3 or 4 more good matches before those 2 next week. Should be a great set for them to get ready for, like you said, postseason play. And now calendars flip to October. Now we're starting to look towards the X. It should be exciting volleyball tonight.
Wayzata St. Michael-Albertville live on CCX right after this. CCX Media, your source for great local programming, is available on Amazon Fire TV, Apple TV, and Roku. Our free app allows you to stream all 3 of our channels live. You also have access to a large on-demand library, including full sporting events and daily newscasts. To find us, go to the store, search CCX, and download our free app. Then sit back and enjoy all of your favorite local content. The CCX Media app, available on Amazon Fire TV, Apple TV, and Roku. We are back at St. Michael-Albertville High School. Lake Conference Volleyball, number 1 Wayzata against STMA on a beautiful Tuesday evening. The last nice day of October, right? And then it cools off. But we're intrigued for good volleyball here tonight.
We absolutely are. These 2 teams have been looking forward to this one for a while. STMA really kind of starting to come into their own. Watch their hitting warm-ups, and like they found a rhythm. We were talking with the coach beforehand. She said that's something they're trying to get going, get into an offensive rhythm, because they have the firepower to attack. These hitters found their setter quite well during hitting lines. We also had the same thing. I mean, Wayzata just does so many great things at such a high level. It's really impressive to watch them, even out of system, take the swings that they can take. And we're really in for a good show. We got a pretty good student section. I believe we're having some trouble across the way. I saw a Knight shirt on one of them. That is the St. Michael crew across the way from us. Should be a great one.
Let's look at our starters for tonight's match. The Wayzata Trojans on your left. In the blue, Olivia Swenson, Avery Jesuits, Riley Kurth, Katie Kelsenberg, Ava Swenson, Stella Swenson, because you need 3 Swenson sisters in the lineup, and Bianca Nister is the libero. For STMA tonight, the Abby Ehlers, Abby Hostelin, Kendra Behrens, Abby Conklin, Natalie Pilney, Maya Smith, and Kaylee Cox, the libero for the Knights. Scott Jackson, 25th year as head coach at Wayzata and 3 state championships in running. Andy could be a 4th come November. And Tammy Cornelius, now her 5th year as head coach, been in the program for 7 years, played at Wayzata way back in the day, and part of the big Pinata volleyball family. That's such an influence and dominance over the state, right, in the last 2.5, 3 decades.
Absolutely. It came from Tammy and her sisters. Her brother is now, or was, an assistant coach at SMSU down in Marshall. I believe he's moved back up to the Metro here recently. But they never stop. They're not only are they great players, but they're great ambassadors for the game as well. You can talk to Tammy's father at any point, and he's got 1,000,001 stories about back in the day and how things were and how happy he is to watch his grandkids doing it now. They're a really neat family, and we're really lucky to have them here in Minnesota.
As I mentioned, the Knights in Section 8, and not as strong a section as the one Wayzata's in with Maple Grove and Champlain Park, also top 10 teams in Section 5 4A. But they would have to get past Rogers to get to the state tournament. Certainly a formidable opponent. The Royals are very strong this year.
Yeah, they've got a kid going to St. Thomas, Anya Schmidt, head coach Bo Schmidt's kid, and she has the nastiest serve I've seen in high school volleyball in the state of Minnesota's history.
All right, we are ready to go. Knights serving, and we are underway. Ball pushed across the net. Quick set to the middle. Block in the middle. The Knights can't recover. They got up and blocked Abby Conklin there. And then Wayzata's really got some players that can block up the front, right? Kelsenberg and Jesuits there combining.
Yeah, I think their smallest front row player is 5'11". They've got problems that most of the state can't really understand.
Ava Swenson, the sophomore. Stella and Olivia seniors. Left side attack. Oh, good dig by Liv Swenson in the back row. Jesuits. Cox with the pass. Back row. Another dig by Olivia Swenson to Jesuits. Floats it across and down for a point.
They don't care how, they just care how many. Jesuits with a big smile on her face with that off-speed kill.
So 2-0. Eva Swenson goes back row. Pass across. A little scramble for the Knights. Can't get to it. A missed initial contact, and now he's get you out of your offense, right? And you're lucky if you can get it over, and that time they could not. First 3 to the Trojans. Right side, and didn't get over to the net, so the Knights off to a slow start.
Trying to find that rhythm, right? Yeah. Trying to find that offensive rhythm. Haven't really had a pass to put them in rhythm yet. So Smith trying to just diversify her options.
They go at Barons. Back set, cross court, and too strong by Conklin off the set from Maya Smith.
Conklin saw the cross court open and couldn't quite find the sideline.
Swenson again going at Barons. Tight to the net. Stella Swenson digs that one up, and they go back to Stella. Cross court and knocks it in.
We mentioned that this Trojan team can do just about anything. It's rare that you see a setter with as good a slide footwork as we're going to get from Stella here. Off 1 foot, cuts it back across. Great hand contact in the early timeout for the Knights, trailing 6-0. The vision is there, and Smith tried to make a play on it, but Swenson able to, such good court vision. To say these 3 sisters were born in a gym would be an understatement. Their mother, a Hall of Famer in everybody's book that's ever met her at Hopkins, and the kids, these are the younger 3. There's an older one who had a heck of a career at Hopkins while mom was coaching there, then went on to have an even better career at the University of Minnesota, played professionally for a little bit, and now is enjoying life as a mother. This is the last time they played. St. Michael and Wayzata a 3-game sweep September of last year, and that's been the story for Wayzata all year. They've dropped, I think it's 4 sets this year.
Right.
And 2 of them to Champlain Park, 2 of them to the rest of the state combined. They're playing pretty high level.
So out of the timeout, again, 6-0 already for the Trojans. Down the line, and there's the first point for the Knights as Conklin, after hitting air earlier, puts this one away.
Knight student section ignited by that side out.
Abby Hazelton back to serve. Hazelton floats it, but out of play. So serving error gives the side out to the Trojans, and Jesuits back to serve. Puts it deep, handled by the libero, then hitting air, another point for Wayzata. Trojans playing well, but Knights not helping themselves on their side of the net.
that communication error can't happen at the varsity level.
8-1. And they'll scramble to get this one over, but they do on the hit by Hazelton, and Olivia Swenson gets her first chance to attack. And Liv puts it away. Leads the team in kills this season.
Trojans added this wrinkle a few weeks ago with Olivia coming in and hitting a 3. Normally the outside hitter hits a high ball out on the antenna, but in free ball and transition opportunities, Olivia's been able to come in and hit that 3 multiple times quite well.
Back set. Conklin, partial block. Stella Swenson back, and getting it down off the hands was Kelsenberg. 6'2" junior. She'll be a key player. She already is, but next year when the Swensons and Jesuits graduate.
Yeah, they're replacing both left sides, the libero and the 2-time, probably going to be 3-time Gatorade Player of the Year next year. Kelsenberg and Kurth are going to need to be leaned on heavily, along with Eva Swenson and a slew of JV kids. We watch them play, and they got some talent on that junior varsity team as well.
Jesuit serves out and gets the side out to the Knights. Gabby Kiefer rotating in for STMA. Kendall O'Connor also in, and the sophomore will serve here. Back row. The right side pushed across by Kelsenberg. Tried to avoid the net, but you could see couldn't quite stop her momentum, and gives the point to STMA.
I think this is the 8th match I've covered for Wayzata, and that is the first error that I've seen Kelsenberg make on a slide.
Swenson will go back to Kelsenberg, gets blocked, but good pickup played by Chloe Lackas. Olivia Swenson, ball picked up there by Cox. Big swing, handled by Jesuits. Back to Olivia Swenson, too strong and wide.
That's a big point for the Knights. Couple big swings, block cover from the Trojans, but they kept swinging and eventually leading to an attack error here. We'll see the end of the point. Swenson trying to go 4-4, doesn't quite get on top of it enough.
Back to Swenson again. Off O'Connor, handled back row, and then O'Connor putting it away. Swenson dumps it over for a point. Off the hands of Natalie Clausen out.
She's dynamic. We see her, this one, both hands go up like she's going to set, and then at the last second pulls it down. STMA block had no idea that was coming.
Side out 11-4, Kelsenberg serving. Back set by O'Connor, pushed across by Ehlers. Excuse me. That's one out and a point for Wayzata.
Olivia Swenson abusing the block there. You got to feel good if you get 4 hands on that Wayzata attack, but she knows what she's doing and takes it out of bounds.
Set all the way across. Again, Jesuits in the back row able to get to that one, and Swenson gets blocked.
Really nice block there. Was that Barons? Got most of that, right?
Yeah, Kendra Barons gets up and gets the block. Got all of it. Nice play by the junior. 12-5. Stella Swenson back to Olivia, off hands and off Clausen. No one else can run that one down.
Kind of had a feeling that one was going back to Olivia after she got blocked. She won't get blocked twice.
(13-5) with Stella Swenson putting it in play to Ellers. Off hands, front row, and pushed deep here by Stella Swenson. Picked up by STMA, and a big attack in the middle. And it's Pilney, our first time we've called her since the pregame. Able to put this one away, the 6'2" senior middle.
Yeah, Marshall's got a good one coming into SMSU next year. One-on-one, they might want to put a second blocker on her.
(13-6). Knights fell into that early 6-0 hole before their timeout. It's Olivia Swenson now on the right side, able to get the attack and the kill.
Olivia Swenson, when she's in the 2, hits a variety of sets. That time she went on the right side and hit a rip. She's been coming in on a 2 a lot earlier in the season.
She serves here. Ball coming from the middle, put across by Ehlers. Here's Jesuit swinging, floats it across, picked up by Hazelton. Another attack from the middle by Ehlers, and off Olivia Swenson and out. Point STMA.
Ehlers coming downhill out of the back row. Really nice swing from her, and I think she's going against a solo block here. Oh, a no block. It's a lot of court to cover for the Trojans in the back row.
14-7, Maya Smith back in, she'll serve. Back row Jesuit, Stella Swenson, and on top of that ball, Riley Kurth, her first kill tonight.
Yeah, getting Kurth involved is going to be a necessary thing as the season progresses. They've kind of been a 4 attacking monster here with all 3 Swensons and Kelsenberg. Getting Kurth this ball here and finding her more often in transition is going to help. Really nice swing and finish.
She comes out, Kelsenberg in as a serve put in play by Nestor. Nestor will bump it over to Jesuit, swings it across but missed.
Out of system swing there. Jesuits tries to find a corner and can't put it into play.
Pilney to serve, 15-8 Wayzata in set 1. Stella Swenson back, and kill for Eva Swenson, her first tonight. Eight-point lead for the Trojans. Yeah, this will go as an ace. One off the hands of Cox and out of play.
Yeah, even not the most dynamic backcourt defender, but that serve is so vicious. She's always on the floor with that serve.
Too strong here. And it's 17-9. Ace by Swenson was her 14th of the season. Then a hitting error serving error gives it back to STMA. Kloss back in, she'll serve. Senior puts it in play, and Knights needing a run here. Tough team to do it against. Jesuits from Stella Swenson, picked up by Kloss. Go to Ehlers, and another kill for her. Trying to pick things up in her game here later in the first set.
Cornelius was looking for a competitor. She might have one in Ehlers here. She is not afraid of that big Wayzata block. Going big swing there again for another point.
Nestor to Stella Swenson. Back and across And the kill for Kelsenberg. "107 kills on the season coming into the match for the junior. Jesuits serving, 18-10. Back set across and a big block. Olivia Swenson able to cover the attack from the Knights coming from Conklin.
Yeah, 4 big hands in the way, tried to tool it, but that is a great block. Good seal.
Swenson and Kelsenberg both there. 19-10, Jesuits serving. Ehlers again off Jesuits. Stella Swenson across. Olivia sends Swenson. Ehlers got it up at the net. Down for a point for Wayzata.
A lot of anxious Trojans wanting to take that overpass. I think we'll give credit to Olivia Swenson on that one. 20-10.
Jesuits handled back row by Cox. Tipped at the net, up on Kelsenberg, and hitting air there. Cost the Trojans a point. Kendall O'Connor, Gabby Kiefer coming back in for the Knights. O'Connor back to serve. Stella Swenson to Kelsenberg, and then Kelsenberg into the net. Second time in the set. Point for the Knights. 20-12. Back row Nister, Stella Swenson, or excuse me, Olivia Swenson, Kelsenberg. A great pickup by Cox on that ball. Swing here and too strong. Side out Wayzata. Nister out, and back in is Kurth for Wayzata. Kelsenberg, good serve for her. Attack left side from Kiefer. Trojans scrambling and over by Olivia Swenson. Set by O'Connor to Ehlers, got blocked. Stella Swenson, number 10 with the block.
Good close here. We'll take a look at this one. It's an out-of-system ball. Kurth counters it. Both of them get across, but yeah, that's all right elbow of Stella Swenson. Pretty cool that your setter's got her elbow across the net. That's a real nice athletic play.
Too strong on the serve there from Kelsenberg. She'll come out. Nister back in. 22-13. Ehlers, senior outside, puts it in play and missed. Right back to the Trojans. Swenson floating and caught the tape and drowned. There's no way to defense that. You don't know what's coming, right?
No.
Yeah.
No, you just 2 claps and give them the ball. See if we can do something better on the next one.
Set point. Swenson floats this one. Ehlers, they recover and pushed across and out. And a point for Wayzata. They win the first set. Andy, a quick 6 points, like boom. And they were off and running.
Yeah, never look back. There was like two or 3 point runs from STMA, but this set was all Wayzata. They took control early and held it the entire set.
1 set in the books. Wayzata takes it over STMA. Set 2 on our Lake Conference volleyball match on CCX coming up. Don Jacobson, Andy Guggesberg at STMA High School tonight. Wayzata, number 1 in Class 4A and unbeaten, taking down STMA 25-13 in set 1.
Yeah, we're past the point of their state ranking. That almost becomes irrelevant. Like, they're climbing the national ranks. People around the country are talking about this high school team, and with good reason. They do all of the little things well. You know, you saw a couple points there I want to go back to. Kelsenberg gets called in the net. The very next ball, she gets it back. Another big swing on the exact same set. They dig it. Point eventually goes to STMA. Then later in the set, Olivia Swenson gets blocked. She gets the next ball back, and she goes a little off speed and does something different. Stella Swenson trusts her hitters enough to know that she doesn't need to dump. When she does, it almost always scores because she doesn't utilize it that often. This whole team is just playing pretty high-end volleyball. I can't say it enough.
Well said, though. Bianca Nestor gets us started with her serve in set 2. Stella Swenson, nice pickup on the big attack from Hazelton, and Jesuits misses, and the first point for set 2 goes to the Knights. Pilney back to serve into the net. Side out Wayzata. Pilney out, and Kaylee Cox in. Ava Swenson, and got it over the tape. Good layout there by Behrens on that ball. That hit too strong. Point Wayzata.
Ehlers ain't going to get cheated, man. That ball has pace every single time.
Scott Jackson didn't like that volleyball. He throws it out of play like it's a pitcher not liking the baseball. He wants a new ball in for his team. He's like, that one's garbage. Let's get it out of here.
Wayzata problems, man, I tell you.
Swenson serves. Cox handled that. Back set. Nice pickup by Nister on that ball. Another set to the middle, and a little too strong that time from Conklin. Off the set from Smith.
Conklin had an open net, just didn't finish the swing. It's out of system on that second ball. There's some rhythm you're going to change with that, and I like the idea.
Maybe Swenson too strong here, and it's 3-2. Polilakis is back in. She's been out. She had an ankle sprain, Andy, but back into the rotation, and another player you have to account for.
Yeah, what you lose with Swenson's height, you gain with her ability to control the ball from all over. She's a DS, but she will take some swings out of the back row as well, kind of like Julia Hansen does for the Gophers.
Nister slipped a little bit, now calling for a towel over there. We saw this last week at Wayzata quite a bit, and just was late to react because she slipped coming in. So try to clean that up.
Those are some sharp shoes.
Those are nice, aren't they?
A few of them got those pink Nikes. Take another
look at it again.
Yeah,
there,
her left foot kind of gives out a little bit, and then she's hesitant to move afterwards. Yeah, a knee injury on a serve-receive ball in a high school season might not be exactly what you're looking for.
Right. Good serve by Kloss. Trojans scramble, but they get it over. Cox back set Smith, and across in the kill. And STMA has the lead. Kendra Behrens with the kill.
A good slide set here off the edge of Jesuits, who doesn't get out to the antenna. Good set location, great finish.
Kelsenberg will push it over. Terrific layout by Kloss. Ehlers. Back row handled by Olivia Swenson all the way across to Jesuits. Cox picks the ball up. Smith off the net across. Picked up by Lakis. A little dump by Swenson. Ehlers ready for it. And pushed across by Conklin. Great rally here. Swenson to Kelsenberg, who had to adjust on that ball. Go back to Ehlers. Liv Swenson pick up. Jesuits. Smith hit that ball, and the point for STMA, and gets the Knight students fired up.
Going to have a little conversation here. I think they don't like how close the STMA students are out on the court there. Yeah, with good reason.
And also go as an ace, and STMA the lead now at 6-3.
Take a look at that ace again. Bottom drops out. That in this rotation, that's how you attack it, is you serve zone 3, and they are very effective.
Trying to go at Nister again. This time took too much off the serve and into the net.
Heck of a run there for the Knights.
Jesuits serving for Wayzata, a team trailing by 2 here in the second set. Pushed over and in. Nice play for the point for Barons.
Now Barron's been good a couple different times here in this couple rotations here.
7-4 STMA.
Now we have, I think that's the AD talking to the student section over there in his Twins shirt.
O'Connor and Kiefer back in. It was O'Connor serving there. Olivia Swenson had to push back at her. Good pickup though. Ball set all the way across. Ehlers adjusts on it. Stella Swenson pays on that ball, but Kelsenberg's hit picked up by Cox. Jesuits lays out. Olivia Swenson across off the hands of Ehlers and out. Another good rally. This time it's Wayzata that gets the point in the end.
Trojans not used to having this many balls dug.
Yeah.
There's a lot of long rallies here. Balls that hit the floor often are getting picked up. This one they go at, was that at Ehlers? Yeah, at Ehlers, and she doesn't get her hand up fast enough to defend it.
Kelsenberg with the serve. Tough ball to Smith to get to, but she does. Point for Wayzata. Didn't like how Cox had handled that one, and so it's 7-6 now. Off the ball handling error. Kelsenberg. Cross picked up by Kloss. Ball in the middle. Nicely put away. Again, it's Barons with the attack. 8-6 Knights.
Good set on the gap there. Jesuits not able to defend.
And Johnson in for the first time tonight for STMA, and she'll serve here. Stella Swenson out to Olivia Swenson. It gets blocked.
Kiefer got all of that one. Big block. Tempo's there.
Gabby Kiefer, the 5'9" right side hitter. 9-6 Knights. Johnson serving. Trojans had to adjust to that ball, but Stella Swenson plays a great ball. Swenson will get it again. Let's set. And Olivia Swenson puts it away. Found a little hole in the STMA defense and a kill for the senior.
Take a look at the end of this one here. Again, that 3 set, she's inside. Block doesn't adjust enough, and she's got a whole lot of room to work with.
Float serve for an ace. Stella Swenson. Her 29th ace of the season. And get another one off the hands of Johnson.
This is what the Trojans do. They can find this space where they just go where no one can compete with them, and Stella Swenson's serve is lethal 2 times in a row.
Well, it's this one. Johnson can't handle it. Again, it's off her and out of play. 3 straight aces for the All-State senior, All-American senior. 10-9. Now the Trojans in the lead. Push deep. Jesuits picking up the Kiefer attack. And too strong on the right side swing from Lackas.
Lackas won't be cheated on that swing.
No,
She doesn't get to hit much. She did it right there and thought she found somebody's shoulder, but did not.
Kendra Behrens with the serve. We're tied at 10 here in the second set. Olivia Swenson, kill. Stella the set assist. Wayzata back in front. Stella Swenson to Olivia Swenson and over by Nister. Connor, quick set, ball cross court, too strong. Close, but couldn't quite catch the corner.
Take a look at this. Good slide set. Block and a half. Ooh.
Scott Jackson called it out on will influence that call or not. It was close, and I think it was out by a touch. 12-10 now. Block, and then off of Eva Swenson and off on the attack from Hazelton.
Take a look at the end of that serve again.
Maybe it was in.
Yeah, that probably caught tape.
Yep. Great look from our crew. STMA lost the point on that one. This serve out from Maya Smith. Side out. Trojans. 13-11 Wayzata. They trailed much of this set. Now have come back into the lead by 2 with Nister serving. Stella Swenson back out to Jesuits. Too strong. Side out Knights. 13-12. Ayler's back in for STMA. Serve here from Pilney. Stella Swenson will go out to Jesuit. A lot of pace on that ball, and it lands out.
Good defensive effort from the Knights, but can't maintain it enough to keep it in the play, keep it in the court.
That was close, though.
It was.
Good play by Behrens. Did her best on that. Ball served by Swenson, and Stella Swenson
was in the net on that attack. Yeah, we'll take a look. The net moved in time with her arm. Might have been ball.
Goes to the Knights. They're back to within 1 at 14-13.
6-1.
Kelsenberg off the tape, down for a point. Haven't called her name much at all in this set. Gets Wayzata back up by 2 on STMA.
Jackson giving Kelsenberg some keys on how to get better footwork to that ball.
Jesuits, and it goes off of Coxon out for an ace. Jesuits second to Stella Swenson on the team, and ace serves. Aylers to Smith, and Behrens attacks and scores.
Take a look at that one again. Really nice swing here. Again, the solo block in the middle isn't working well for the Trojans. I don't know that they're going to make a change because obviously they're still winning here. I don't know that it's going to be the difference, but it would be one adjustment I would make if I were Scott Jackson.
Stella Swenson out to Olivia Swenson, and it drops for a point. And Connor couldn't quite get to that ball as it went off of Kiefer.
That first ball side out really takes the momentum back here for Wayzata.
Gelsenberg serves back row off Cox, and then pushed over by Kiefer. Still Swenson to Olivia Swenson. Got it over. Nice pickup by O'Connor. Here's Ehlers. Jesuits close to the tape. Stella Swenson to Olivia Swenson. What a great set by Stella Swenson on that ball, right? There's not many setters that can do that at this level.
No. She's got such a strong core. We'll take a look at it. She gets up, kind of manipulates her body, keeps the ball on her side. And I feel bad for Kloss because she read it well, but just couldn't. There was too much heat on that ball. We'll take a look here again as St. Michael's called a timeout. Great finish on the swing. Great rally there. And 18-14 Wayzata up here in set two. They trailed after a 4-point run early in set two, caught them at about 10, and has kind of not looked back since then. This is Wayzata, again, imposing their will on their opponents. Swenson able to take a tough pass and get a good set out of it. And STMA bringing big swings, defending well, but there's just too much firepower on the Wayzata side.
And not only a great set, Andy, but didn't go into the net. I mean, her momentum was completely carrying her toward the net. Somehow was able to not contact the net and get the set. And point made. That's why she's going to the University of Minnesota next year.
Yeah, it turns out Keegan Cook's pretty excited. I was able to sit with him at the Eagle Invite at Apple Valley a couple weeks ago, and he and associate head coach Kristen Kelsey were both just kind of giggling watching these two play.
Yeah, both Olivia and Stella will head to the U of M next fall. Layout by Jesuits, and Lackas into the net on that attack. A much needed side out for the Knights. They're back to within 3 at 18-15. Ehlers to serve. Go back, it was Kurth on that last attack. She gets the ball set to her again and puts it away this time.
Yeah, good second effort there by her, getting a repeat on the set. Stella's so good at that, keeping her hitter's confidence high. After a hitting error, likes to go back to him again.
Now Stella Swenson had a good run of serves early in this set that kind of got Wayzata back into it. On the service line again. This time it is Lackas, off the hands of Kiefer, Cox, and over. Stella Swenson, ball to the middle, kill for Kurth.
It's one of those plays where STMA runs all over the place and Wayzata just goes, okay, we're done now. Kurth, really good swing, finding players running back in late to the court as hustle came from the right sideline. They go back to her, and O'Connor not able to get balanced and stopped.
Backs up, there you go, and Jesuits picking up the hit from Kiefer. Olivia Swenson floats it over. Good pick up by Behrens. Ball to the middle and across by Pilney. Trojan scrambling a little bit. Quick set, middle. Jesuits picking up that attack. Right side swing from Lackas, blocked by Behrens, point STMA. Behrens and Pilney on that left side, and Behrens will get the point. 20-16.
Yeah, good long rally, extended multiple times by the Knights, and they're able to capitalize at the end. And some moisture again here on the last warm day of October.
Right.
Significantly cooler in here than it is outside. That may be causing some of that moisture.
Yeah, the temperature from here to, not just outside, but just out in the hallway out here is 10, 12 degrees.
Yeah, I'd say probably 12, yeah.
Trojans trying to take care of that on the floor now. And we're set to play again. Knights have played much better here in set 2, but they're running on a road, right? It's 20-16.
Right. The defensive effort has increased significantly, but Wayzata still.
Connor set, and I don't know that Hazelton was expecting the ball there, but regardless, they couldn't make a good swing on it, and a point for Wayzata. 21-16. Trojans with Olivia Swenson to serve. Connor, and Pilney gets the kill.
And that's what you need. You need your big kid to take a big swing to get that side out. Well done. They actually double blocked that one, the Trojans did, but it didn't matter. She's able to swing through that double block.
Good set from O'Connor. Pilney the kill, 21-17. Maya Smith back in, and she'll serve here for the Knights. Stella Swenson, ball to the middle by Kurth. 21-18, the ball that was missed right.
Jackson giving some direction there. I think Kurth is supposed to take this thing. Yeah, the block and defense are set up that she should take that to zone 1, and she tried to turn it the other way.
Stella Swenson out to Jesuits, got blocked, good pick up by Stella Swenson there. Nister to Jesuits. Knights pick it up. Smith across, and too much on that swing from Hazelton. Side out, Wayzata, they're at 22. 22-18. Bianca Nister, the libero, back to serve here. And drops for an ace. Between
really
Cox and Hazelton.
Really good seam there as she makes this thing wiggle right between two passers. And not much hope there for the Knights.
5-point edge. Scramble on that ball and pushed across by Cox. Stella Swenson. Kelsenberg gets her attack blocked. They'll go back to her again. Tips it this time and gets it for a point.
Secondary swing sets up set point here.
There, and there's the point. Set point now for Wayzata. Stella Swenson, attack, and there is the kill that ends set 2. We go back to Katie Kelsenberg again, and the junior ends this one. That's 25-18, and the Trojans are up 2-0.
Yeah, she's been really good at the slide most of the match, but they ran those last 3 balls. They kept her in front, proving that Kelsenberg's finding another tool in her tool belt as well. Trojans fall behind early, but come back and win this one in pretty convincing fashion.
Wayzata looking for win number 20 on the season. They're 2/3 of the way there. More volleyball from St. Michael-Albertville High School after this. Wayzata wins the first 2 sets over STMA 25-13, 25-18. Back to set 3 here in St. Michael. Wayzata, we mentioned top of the rankings. Andy's mentioned how they're climbing the national rankings, but there they are in Minnesota in Class 4A. Egan at number 2, Champlin Park, they've defeated a couple of times. Then the Lakevilles, Eastridge, Rogers, New Prague, Maple Grove, and Anoka. Round out the top 10. We'll see Maple Grove on CCX next week. We're back up here at St. Michael. Rogers having a great season. We talked about them being team to beat coming out of Section 8 4A.
I can't remember the last time Anoka was relevant.
Yeah.
This is a very exciting time all over the North Metro, but really, really excited for what Anoka's doing this year.
Wayzata right now ranked number 11 in the country.
Wow.
Trying to get that 4th straight state championship. Of course, it wasn't a tournament in 2020. They may have had one that year.
You're very PC there, John.
Right?
There was
They would have had
nobody that was going to touch it. Egan was down. Eastridge was probably their number 2 team in the state that year. And even with their great players, they were two hitters away from competing with Wayzata that year. Yeah, they should have 4 right now. They'd be going for 5, but it'd be pretty unprecedented to go 4 straight. I'm sure it's happened somewhere along the way. And again, the big class is its own animal. Scott Jackson has put his time in. 25 years running the show here at Wayzata. Came close a few times early in my time watching and has really put a team together these last few years.
Underway here in set 3, an STMA on your right, Wayzata on the left. Both in blue, which Andy knows that really used to bother me a lot. I tried to let things go, Andy, and like, why can't one of you wear white tonight?
Yeah, we'll take a look at the end of this point here. Really good push. Again, Stella not able to put her hitters in position, so she decides she's going to take this one herself.
1-0 is Eva Swenson. We'll go back to serve for the Trojans and serves it out. We're at 1-1. Gabby Ehlers to serve. Again, a much better second set, and especially early for STMA. See how they can get going here in set 3. Try to extend tonight's match. Stella Swenson. And at the net, and what's that going to go to? Looks like the Knights are going to get the point. Kill for Kiefer.
Ugly but effective. Not exactly the cleanest play. Not going to make the highlight reel here, but presence at the net. That lands in. Really good call from our line judge there.
That's off of Mr. It's an ace serve for Ehlers. 3-1 STMA. Stella Swenson over the middle and knocked across by Olivia Swenson. Point at the net for Wayzata. Side out, 3-2. Kelsenberg in the middle.
A really good vision by her to turn around and find that one right away.
Jesuits. Ehlers got it. Smith, the set. All picked up and play at the net. Back row Jesuits. Stella Swenson outside. Olivia Swenson pounds it home.
Big swing in the seam of the block. Kelsenberg held her hitter, or held her blocker.
(3-3) here in set 3. Another ball set to Olivia Swenson. Another kill for the senior. Came in with 187 kills, tops on the teams, added to that total another, what, 8, 10? We don't have running stats here, but
8 sounds right.
8's about right. Left side swing, Jesuits picks that ball up, back to Olivia Swenson again, off hands this time. Got it off of Kiefer and down. 5-3 Wayzata.
Yeah, really good move there for Stella to go fast to Olivia as Pilney's not able to get out where she wants to. She overruns it then. Not able to block.
Smith back set. Kiefer across. Good pick up there by Lacus. Olivia Swenson this time too much.
Oh, found hands, I believe.
Off the hand. All right, it is a tip. Yeah, another kill for Liv Swenson and a point for Wayzata. See it again.
Here, see if we can get it. she hit it fast, but the line judge snapped it right away.
Smith setting outside. Pilney missed out of play. Now the Trojans getting on a run, and Tammy Cornelis is seeing enough and takes time out here. It's 7-3.
Pilney going to take a seat here, just reset a little bit. The senior middle is really struggling here in set 3. A couple uncharacteristic errors as we see Scott Jackson talking with his setter just about what system they're going to run, who's going to get this ball out of the timeout, what the routes are going to be, see if he's going to mix things up. This tends to be about the time where Jackson earlier in the season has gone to his bench a little bit, given some of his starters a rest period, get some of those kids some time off as we take a look at what we have coming up.
2 football games yet this week on CCX. Roseville and Hopkins Thursday night at 7. Joe Basil and I will have the call on that one from Hopkins High School. Friday night, Columbia Heights at Brooklyn Center, a 6 p.m. kickoff at BC. And then volleyball next Monday and Tuesday. Maple Grove back up here at St. Michael at STMA. 7 o'clock match, and then next Tuesday, Hopkins and Armstrong. Last week of the regular season next week, and then section play. And 5 weeks from Wednesday, Andy, we'll have our section final over at Osseo, section 5-4A.
We'll probably know a couple teams in that one.
I'm guessing we will. Off the timeout, Knights able to get it across. Back they go, Olivia Swenson, and they keep going there until you stop it, right?
Yeah, there's no reason to get fancy here. Just hang a ball out there, let Liv go up and beat it through a block until they can slow it down.
8-3, Jesuits, Cox, Smith, and the attack is missed. Too strong. Another point for Wayzata as Pilney. Too much on that. 9-3 now. Trojans rolling. Jesuits serving. Smith will go back to Pilney. Off hands. Picked up by Nister. Stella Swenson back to Olivia again. Back row Cox with the pickup. Ball in the middle. Crossed by Behrens. Jesuits lays out. Overpass and then put away in the middle by Pilney for the point.
Great athletic effort on both sides of the net. Pilney taking the last touch on the overpass to end the rally and get the much needed side out for the Knights.
Knights down by 4 with Kloss serving. Spins it and serves it. Back to Olivia Swenson. This time they get the block. Good job there by Kiefer. Got up, timed that perfectly along with Pilney. Get the stop.
Yeah, take a look. This all starts with Kloss's serve, kind of putting Wayzata in a one-hitter situation. Block's able to commit early and close down that outside seam.
Float serve, but into the net. Side out Wayzata. Kurth in replacing Nister. Kelsenberg serves. Smith putting the ball to Behrens. Not pretty, but effective for a point.
Middles tend to be middles are being very productive here for STMA. She swings out of the middle. She's actually in the rotation as a right side, but they're able to set her on that gap set just the same.
Jada Dahlheimer, senior and one of the captains, in for the first time tonight for the Knights, serves. Stella Swenson to Olivia, gets blocked again. Stella, Nister. Stella will attack and get the kill.
Filter to zone 1, and she's able to take the swing and score. Taking a look at it here. Again, out of system ball. Nister takes the second, and Stella cuts it around a well-formed block.
11-6, Stella Swenson. Tough ball for Kloss to handle. Goes as an ace for Stella. Trojans doubling up on the Knights now at 12-6. Float serve. Stella Swenson pushes it right back at the Knights. A little tip at the net. and out. Off the antenna, Andy? I couldn't see from
Yeah, I
this
think that
angle.
was either off or outside. The flag flew early before the ball hit the ground. Take a look here. Yeah, off the
outside,
antenna.
Yeah. Back it comes to Stella Swenson. Team up by 7. Another great serve. And swing too strong from Behrens. (14-6).
Energy leaving the gym here a little bit, John.
Yeah. And Stella Swenson that time into the net. Service error. Side out Knights. Ehlers back in. Stella Swenson to Olivia. Nice pickup and back to Stella Swenson. Back to Olivia. She'll push it over. Swing left side. Handled by the Trojans. Olivia Swenson gets blocked. Stella over by Lacus. Picked up back row. Swing by Ehlers. Jesuits to pick up. Stella Swenson will punch it across. Back to the middle. Over again by Ehlers. Ball from the middle, attacked and put away by Kurth. Good point for the Trojans.
That had to go to Kurth there. Both pins had a couple opportunities to score, weren't able to execute. Kurth doing the work to get available in transition. That's a really nice swing. Down for a point.
Good defense by STMA on that point. Allheimer had a couple of nice balls that she played.
It's been the record all day here, John. Yeah. That STMA defense been really good, but just don't have the firepower to finish.
Late getting to that ball with Dahlheimer. It goes as an ace for Olivia Swenson. And now 16-7. Smith will set outside. Cross court hit. Picked up by Stella Swenson. Jesuits, and too much. No tip. STMA side out and a point.
6 was open as the defense had rotated around here, but she's not able to find the end line there. Good idea on that swing.
Barron serves. Jesuits had to lay out for that ball. Crossed by Eva Swenson. And that one drops for a point. Kill for Hazelton.
Big swing through the block.
For the Knights, you're almost certainly not going to win tonight.
No.
I don't think that's a big declaration right there, right? Or
no, but I think they can
but
still.
You want, what I was going to say is you want to build, get a little momentum. You got a couple days of practice and your big tournament this weekend, right?
Right. I think this match on the schedule was one written for, okay, let's hope we get exposed a little bit, and there's a couple things we can get a little better at there. Really good discipline on the block there as Eva Swenson gets stuffed.
A couple points in a row here for the Knights. Smith to Ehlers, off a lot of hands. Jesuits kept it alive, and then over by Olivia Swenson. Behrens, too much mustard on that and out.
Tries to swing on 2, doesn't quite get that one down. That's the second time she's tried that with the same result.
Nister, good serve, and that's a point. Boy, a lot of aces tonight for the Trojans, and not just one player. You get several that have had at least one.
Yeah, they've been serving really well, and the STMA serve receive, it doesn't sound right. Like they're not communicating pre-serve, they're not talking about what might be coming, and the serve gets on them pretty quick.
Left side swing by Hazelton, who was picked up. Attack from the middle by Olivia Swenson. Ball at the net. Jesuits wins that.
Yeah, Smith was going to try and send that across. Jesuits saw it coming, and head coach Cornelius is going to call a timeout here, try and get things situated. Great vision there by Jesuits. Haven't seen a setter dump from STMA all night. That would have been their first one, and really good discipline and vision there. So we take a look inside the Wayzata huddle. Jackson with a smirk on his face. I think Avery's telling him exactly what she saw, and Scott's not buying it.
Wayzata with still Chaska, Maple Grove, Minnetonka left on their schedule. I mentioned the Knights with a tournament here this weekend, and Maple Grove, Champlain Park, and Monticello still to come for them in addition to their tournament.
Yeah, should be good volleyball on both sides there. I'm intrigued with the Chaska matchup. Chaska's got a couple young kids that are causing problems around the metro, and we'll see how Wayzata handles them, see if they're able to. They got a freshman libero, Claire Christ, who's phenomenal. Scott Jackson's always had a great serving game, so I'm sure she won't touch a ball that entire match, as we've seen from the aces that the Trojans have piled up today.
Nistra will try to deliver another one here out of the timeout, now at 19-10. Smith setting and over by Hazelton. From the middle, Olivia Swenson got it off the hands of Ehlers and down.
Pinata entering the game for STMA.
Calais Pinata, the niece of head coach Tammy Cornelius. It's another generation of Pinatas playing volleyball. Saw her in the JV match earlier, Andy. Get some nice points and a nice ball there put across and down for a kill for Hazelton. Found spot open. Maya Smith back in, look at it again. Cox got it over.
Play. Yep. Jesuits hoping that ball was going to be out. Pinata did her job, 1 point in and back out.
Maya Smith, senior setter, back in. Stella Swenson's got to run that pass down. Jesuits off the hands of Smith and down. Ten-point lead.
Take a look at the end. Just great athleticism to keep that ball off the net, and a good finish from Jesuits. Halen in to serve here, right?
Yeah. Ashley Halen in. Senior for Wayzata. That's a point for the Trojans. Goes an ace for Halen. Halen gets her team to 22. Kate Dimmler, number 15, also in now for the Trojans. Ball hit across and a good pickup. And then the swing and the kill. It's Maggie Anderson, number 21, with the kill.
Take a look here. Out of system play, really good route here by Anderson. Stella goes low to give her more time to get behind on that slide. It's a good finish.
And an ace serve. Haneland off the tape and down. And now it's match point.
Haneland looking to finish it out.
Smith will set to the middle. And not quite yet. And side out to STMA. Naylor serving at 24-12. Layout and put away on the overpass by Kiefer.
Kiefer's doing some nice things here tonight for the Knights. Couple nice blocks, couple big swings.
Back row, Haneland. Stella Swenson tried to knock it over, can't, and kept alive, and Nister got it across. Attack from the middle and down. Point for the Knights for Pilney. 24-14.
Jackson talking about some blocking technique here for his Trojans.
Nister up to Stella Swenson. Jesuits off hands, and that's it. And Wayzata with another sweep. As Andy mentioned earlier in the match, they've only lost 4 sets all season. Did not lose one tonight, and there they are now at 20 wins. 20-0 on the year.
20 wins is a nice season.
Yes.
They've got a tournament and a couple more matches of regular season play before we even get to sections. We take a look at this last point. Jesuits takes it down the line. Too much heat, too quick. And what's really great about this team, even the starters, when they get benched, they're still engaged and still cheering people on. They were first ones off the bench and storming the court there after that win. A sweep for the Trojans. The #1 team stays unbeaten.
St. Michael-Albertville falls to 11-5, and Wayzata now 20-0. We'll see them again in the section playoffs coming up. That'll do it for our telecast tonight from St. Michael. For Andy Gugesberg and all of our crew, I'm John Jacobson. It's the #1 Trojans. Another sweep. They beat STMA in 3.